So here we are, the final episode of our 3-week-long Indonesia trip. It's been an incredible journey, one that brought us face to face with monkeys, an amazing fire show, relaxing in the pool, and plenty of spots to shop at. So let's jump right into our last hurrah.
The world that we live in is our compass. Let's discover something new together. Whether it be some ancient ruins in Indonesia, up some ancient steps in Machu Picchu, or a crazy train ride in Sri Lanka. We want to experience something different.
Something out of the ordinary. So join us on our adventures.
Our SteinVentures.
There's nothing like a visit to a good old-fashioned zoo. Except this zoo is anything but old-fashioned.
Hey, so saw a deer, the entrance.
Saw a deer so far.
Right.
We're on our way to have breakfast with the orangutans.
Yes, so that should be pretty cool.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna feed the elephants today. So,
And see what other animals are walking around freely.
like perhaps a kangaroo. I see a kangaroo just roaming around like he owns the zoo.
I can't believe it. Oh my gosh, there's one.
What? Oh, we see one here.
They're actually wallabies roaming freely around the zoo. I told you, anything but old-fashioned. This zoo lets most of their animals roam amongst you.
Still have my hand.
All right.
Still have my hand.
And
Oh,
you have.
stepped in that.
Whoops. Be careful not to step in that. Are you itchy scratchy? Itchy scratchy. It looks like a cow.
The moment you enter this zoo, it excites you. Now, we got here early before the zoo opens to the public to have breakfast with the orangutans. How lucky are we? And there's hardly anybody here. We just need to follow the path to the restaurant.
Where are we off to?
We're gonna go have breakfast with the orangutans. I feel like that we are in a cage right now, and the animals are looking at us.
Time to hop aboard a small tram to take us deeper into the zoo. I can't hide my excitement. We're getting closer. I can feel it. Finally, we make it to the restaurant. And what a setting it is. Outdoors, right next to the elephant bath area. Oh, and speaking of elephants, look who decided to join us for breakfast. The elephants wanted breakfast too, and for a small fee, you can buy some carrots and feed these amazing creatures. Any way you wanted to.
Success.
Come on, grab that banana off that hat. You can do it. Well, maybe next time.
Needs a haircut.
We had so much fun feeding the elephants that we almost forgot why we were here in the first place. The orangutans. And just like all the other animals we have encountered in this park, the orangutans just suddenly appeared amongst us. Some were quite comfortable just hanging out and watching us. It was an amazing experience. And I never thought in a million years I would ever have a chance to witness this with my very own 2 eyes. And the Bali Zoo made it possible. The food was great, but the live entertainment was even better. We spent about an hour just marveling at the orangutans, especially the young baby. His personality was wild and spontaneous. He loved showing off his skills, and we were all happy to give him the attention that he was so craving for. And after hanging out a bit on the ropes, the big guy finally made it to his post to enjoy his breakfast. These great apes are native to the rainforests of Indonesia and Malaysia. They are now found only in parts of Borneo and Sumatra. But thanks to the Bali Zoo, we can all enjoy these fascinating primates. Wow, that was a good yawn. It made me a little tired.
Wow. Oh my goodness. Hello.
Wow. Okay. Now that the breakfast with the orangutans was over, it was time to explore more of the Bali Zoo. What other hidden gems were we going to discover? The zoo is open from 9 to 5, and they have over 600 animals to admire over. Here you can take a walk on the wild side and get up close and personal with the exotic animals from across the globe. Now we thought nothing could beat the breakfast with the orangutans experience. Until we met these little fellas. They are known as lemurs. Lemurs are a fascinating group of primates found primarily on the island of Madagascar and some neighboring islands. And they weren't shy at all. In fact, they loved the spotlight. Some even grabbed my camera as if they knew they were going to be on the next episode of SteinVentures. Lemurs typically have large eyes, which are adapted for their nocturnal lifestyle. They have long tails, which they use for balance, and their hands and feet are adapted for grasping branches, or my backpack.
Stay right there.
I didn't realize they were right here.
They're all over you.
These little guys couldn't keep their hands off of it.
That's funny.
What attracted them to it?
He says, take me home. Oh,
I wonder what's on there.
I don't know. Sweat. Your sweat must be sweet. Oh my goodness, Dave.
Like I mentioned before, this is a different kind of zoo. Usually you're looking into a cage, viewing the animal. This experience, on the other hand, puts you in the cage with the animal. That sound only means one thing: danger ahead. And I begin to question our next exhibit. If it's anything like the rest of the zoo, these tigers are going to be roaming around freely without a cage. I can only hope they're not going to be hungry. We take a jeep further into the jungle and spot some lazy lions. They have no interest in us. And next door is the tiger, and yes, we were completely safe. A barrier was between us and the big cats. What is that sound? Well, if you cross over some rivers and look up in the trees, you will see a family of siamang gibbons. Vocalization is a major social investment. Males and females call together even during the female great call. When vocalizing, the siamang can produce two different kinds of notes using its throat sac: a deep boom when it sings into the sac with its mouth closed, and a loud wow when it sings into the sac with its mouth open. The deep boom sound carries farther into the forest than the high-pitched wow sound. Siamang also make a bark-like vocalization. The set calls are repeated one after another. They start off slowly and increase in speed. Calls are often accompanied by behavioral acrobatics. Well, we left the best for last. Up in the mountains, north of Ubud, was by far the most memorable place we visited in Indonesia. And we found it by accident. It's the Mason Elephant Park. And we had no idea what we were in for, but we were so glad the reception desk at our resort suggested it. We are at the Mason Elephant Sanctuary Park.
We're about to bathe elephants
This
and ride them.
Yeah, and ride them. This is going to be really, really cool.
I'm so excited.
Okay, ready, baby?
I'm ready.
Let's do it.
Let's go.
The Mason Elephant Park is a renowned elephant sanctuary and ecotourism park located in Taro, near Ubud in Bali, Indonesia. Our first task in the park was to give the elephants a good scrubbing. It was my wife's dream to give an elephant a bath, and now her dream was coming true.
No, I just tickle.
This was definitely a great way to interact with this gentle giant and learn more about the Sumatran elephant.
Leg, by the leg. Use the leg to break it. Yes. Come on.
Our elephant was hungry for some fruit, so our guide gave her a giant jackfruit to split open and eat. She was loving the scrub and the snack.
Excuse me.
What a life.
You take it.
That looks tasty. Established by Nigel Mason and his family in 1997, the park is dedicated to the conservation and well-being of Sumatran elephants, an endangered species.
Here I am riding on this beautiful elephant. They treat the elephants extremely wonderful here. It's a elephant preserve, and they save them from any type of problems or abuse in the wild. There's my baby back there. He's getting his ride.
After the wash, it was time to give our elephants a brisk walk in the jungle.
Hello. Hello, Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise. Now, one more thing I may add is that within this beautiful property sits a lodge. You can stay here and have the elephants pick you up from the balcony of your villa and escort you to the restaurant. How cool is that? Unfortunately, we had our current resort booked in advance, or we would have definitely stayed here a couple of nights. But there's always next time.
Do it again.
Mason Elephant Park is committed to the care and preservation of Sumatran elephants. The park follows ethical practices to ensure the well-being of its elephants, providing them with a natural habitat and proper veterinary care.
Here we are. Elephant riding tour. She said the best day ever.
After the elephants take us for a ride around their neighborhood, it's playtime for them in the lagoon. What a bunch of show-offs.
So we get to feed the baby, and they eat 250 kilos a day. Hello, sir. How are you?
Good, thank you.
Oh, look at the baby just kissed me. Oh.
This was by far our best experience in Indonesia and highly recommend visiting this park. You'll love every minute of it. And maybe, if you're lucky enough, you too will have a baby elephant throw a ring of flowers around you. Our 3-week trip in this wonderful country has finally come to an end. We have learned so much and enjoyed our time here on the island, sightseeing and meeting the friendly locals. Our hearts will always have a home here.
How about them transparent dangling carrots? How about that ever-elusive kudo? Thank you, India. Thank you, terror. Thank you, disillusionment.
Thank you for your stay here, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay, on the next SteinVentures, Aruba is our next destination. Join us next episode as we journey to Renaissance Island and spend some time with the pink flamingos. The beaches are calling us, and the snorkeling is some of the best we've encountered. Yes, that's a sea snake. A little kite surf watching and playtime on a catamaran. Aruba is a perfect place to snuggle up to your honey and watch the sun go down. Thank you for watching our adventures. And if you're new to this channel, please hit that subscribe button. You won't be sorry. We got plenty more videos to show off. Thank you again.